Hey everyone, this is Mike. Welcome back. And this is Corporate Wellness Using NLP. NLP stands for Neuro-Linguistic Programming. It was originally created by Grinder and Bandler. These were people that studied it in the 1970s, studying how people speak and perception and language. And they developed a type of approach to therapy called NLP. It was made famous by Tony Robbins, and his kind of coaching, success coaching, personal development, that kind of stuff. And so basically, NLP is how we can develop strategies for success, and it's by modeling people who have already done those strategies. So there's a variety of techniques. It's basically using language, using perceptions. Basically that's the neuro-linguistic, how we think about language and the words we use and the perceptions that we have. And there's a number of techniques. So, for example, if a person is successful, how did they become successful? You kind of model what they did and their behaviors, their cognitions, their images, their actions. The idea is that you can replicate success. It's very techniquey, and that doesn't mean it's a bad thing, but there's just a lot of techniques. For example, one technique is matching. So when you're talking to someone, if they tend to use their hands a lot, you tend to kind of match them. And the idea is, now you don't want to mimic them, but you want to match them a little bit, because the idea is that if they see themselves reflected in you, they'll like you better. That's kind of the idea. If they kind of scratch their, hey, maybe you touched your chin. And if people see themselves reflected in you, that's a way it's called matching, and it's a way of developing rapport. Another technique is that people have certain languages they use. If they're auditory or kinesthetic or visual, and they say, "Well, I see what you're saying. Oh, I hear that. I hear that." You can get clues to what kind of style, and then you match them. Do you see what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Do you hear me? You hear what I'm getting at? Yeah, I hear you. I hear what you're getting at. Do you feel me? You feel me? So you can use that to match people, and the goal is to develop rapport. Another technique is association. Association is you reassociate things. So, for example, if you have some social anxiety and you're going to a bar, and just the bar environment gets you anxious, you go to the bar and then you listen to maybe a comedy routine that you enjoy, that is laughing. And so, if you associate a bar environment with anxiety, but now you're in that bar situation laughing, you're reassociating your experience with that bar with humor and laughter and joy instead of anxiety and stress. So you're kind of reassociating. If there's taking an exam, and you're in the exam room and you get stressed out, and you're listening to calming music, maybe you reassociate that environment with calmness rather than anxiety and stress. So that's an association. Then there are strategies. So, for example, if you're depressed, well, what are you doing when you're depressed? Well, I'm hunched down like this. I'm more lethargic. My breathing is labored. I avoid things. I have avoidant behaviors. I'm thinking how stupid and what a loser I am. Okay, well, that's your depressed strategy. What do you do when you're happy? Well, I'm standing up straight. I'm moving with purpose, breathing normally, take a strong, fresh breath. I'm moving with purpose. I'm doing things. I have a goal. I'm thinking this is great. I can do this. Okay, well, that's your happy and success strategy. So when you're feeling depressed or anxious, you look at what you're doing in four ways. You look at what you're feeling, the anxiety, what your physiology is, your actions, and then your cognitions, which is thoughts and images. And you say, okay, so when I'm depressed, this is what my cognition is doing. These are my thoughts and images. These are my actions. This is my physiology. Right, and this is my emotion. So switch them. Use the success strategy. You're hunched over, stand up straight. You're moving slowly, move with purpose. Right? You're avoiding things, move toward it. You're thinking what a loser you are, think that you can do this. You've done it before. It's not a big deal. So these are strategies. So again, these are techniques that they use in NLP. There is an overall structure, again, with the neuro-linguistic, kind of how you see things and perceive things, and it can get inside the brain and impact, how you feel and what you do. But a lot of the techniques aren't exactly that. There's a lot of techniques. And again, technique doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. But there are different techniques to address different problems, from phobias and fears and anxieties and, worries. that can help you deal with some of these, even if you have a bad habit. So anyway, that's the NLP applied to corporate wellness. And of course, in a corporate world, we have all sorts of these things. The way we want, maybe we need to match people to develop rapport, right? We may have a hard time doing that. So we want to match them. Maybe we want to reassociate a work environment that's stressful with one that's more calming. All right, maybe we have some avoidant behaviors. We have some strategies that are working against us rather than working for us. So there's a lot of ways that NLP can be used to help in the corporate setting. So I hope you found this helpful, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks.